Hey guys.
Hi guys.
So we were tagged in a video called 5 for 5. So it's going to have 5 questions. Interesting questions. I thought they were pretty fun.
I think they're different questions than what we normally get tagged in, so I really like this.
Yes, I do. And it doesn't always have to be about Funko to us. We do other stuff than Funko, of course. Now the people that we were able to see that tagged us or that were posted on our Twitter was Jordan Cassette, Double D, Cuzbuzz, Everyday Geek, and Unboxing Bros. So guys, we appreciate you tagging us. Thank you so much. If you guys were on that list, that doesn't mean anything bad or anything like that, fastidious or anything. It's just we didn't see it or it didn't come to light. That's all it is. So I just want you to know that. If people say they want us to check out their videos, we do that more than you think we do. And we comment on a lot of things. One thing that did bother me, though, that I kind of want to talk about, it didn't really bother me like in a bad way or anything, I just want to talk about it real quick. Jordan Cassette, in your video, you said something about you didn't know if, basically, if the channel was too big to actually respond to things like that. Never think that our subscriber count means anything to us.
Right.
Because it doesn't. Just because we have almost 60,000 subscribers compared to somebody that has... We've all been there, guys. We've been at
Everybody
5
starts
or
off
100.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
And moves up.
A subscriber count means absolutely nothing to us. We don't change because of our subscriber count.
Right. You don't focus on the number. You just focus on your content.
Yes, and that's all it is. This is a community of people that are like-minded, and that's what it's all about.
That's right.
So never think that. Now, that doesn't mean we do every tag video, because there has been a ton of them sometimes, and we just can't do them all. We don't have time. Or sometimes it takes us a long time to do it, which I guess is kind of this case. I think this might be a month-old tag maybe, but we're doing it, so just be happy, I guess.
We're here!
We are here to do it. So Jordan, just know that we are just like you.
That's
Don't worry about the
right.
number. Don't even look at that number. Just, we're all like you guys. So, number 1, the question is, what was your favorite childhood toy?
I have 3 of them, and first, one of my favorite things, I don't know if y'all ever went to McDonald's as a kid, but we went there ever so often, and I loved these little plastic chicken nugget things. I literally carried these with me everywhere all the time, and I called them pooties. And there was a few times that I lost this stupid thing, and my mom and dad would freak out because I would freak out and throw the biggest tantrum, and my dad would drive all the way across town just to go buy me one of these stupid toys so I'd stop throwing a fit.
I don't ever remember those, but what I do remember, didn't they have ones that were like Halloween or something where they had like a bat one?
Oh yeah, they came with all kinds of different costumes and clothes. I don't know where they are, what happened to them. Actually, I lost pretty much most of mine, and then when my grandmother passed away, she had some in her house.
Oh, so these aren't original?
No, these are originally mine.
Oh, these are?
But she kept them at her house, and the ones that I had at my house with my parents, I don't know what happened to them, but my grandmother, God love her, she kept all of them.
That's cool. It's good to have your original ones.
Yeah,
so.
no, those are OG. Those are mine.
Well, one of mine, and I have another one, and you have another one too.
I have another one too.
This is the guy that I played with the most when I was a kid. The Tiger Zord. This thing, I love it. White Ranger was like huge for me when I was a kid. Jason David Frank was like my idol. Like, I can't even explain to you how...
He's still your idol. Why are you playing?
What can you say? He's a great guy. I mean, he interacts with his fans more than anybody you've ever seen, really, right? I mean, anybody that was popular in that genre, there's nobody out there like Jason David Frank. Power Rangers in general was like my life. It was my freaking life.
It really was.
Everything. I'm telling you about everything. Everything in my life. I wanted to be a Power Ranger. My mom made me a suit that was a White Ranger.
By hand.
Yeah, me and my buddy would fight each other. He had a green one his mom made. It was awesome. And I think I got more use out of this guy than any toy ever. Maybe when I got the next one, I might have a little more use that we'll talk about in a minute. But yeah, the Tiger Zord, just Power Rangers in general. But this one doesn't work anymore. Unfortunately, the battery's out. I might have to look in there and see. This is the original one. I'm starting a legacy collection. I have quite a few of those too. But there's nothing like having the original when you're a kid.
My next one, it's kind of like a duo, so they're gonna come together now. These have been through the ringer, so y'all don't judge on what they look like.
Warning! Warning! This thing is a dirty job. Mike Rowe would be like, whoa!
Shut your mouth! Okay, first up is this dolly that my grandmother got me. She's like a little torn and tattered. I played with her a little too much, and she's been sitting in my hope chest for many, many years. But I love her. She's got a little zipper pocket that I used to put everything in. And I just love her so much. I carried her with me everywhere when I was a little girl. And as you can probably tell, she needs a good.
All right, I'm just gonna cut you off. That thing is freaky.
No, she's not.
I think that thing is scary.
I love her.
Imagine an adult, a full-grown adult, dressed like that.
My mom's mom got this for me, but yeah,
Scary.
You're right. It would be creepy. I mean, her eyes are a little
little scared.
But she's my baby. And then also my dolly. This is a really old school dolly, and she's very dirty. But look at her.
Watch my white shirt, man.
Shut your mouth. I used to drag her around everywhere. She's filthy. She needs a good cleaning. But oh my God, I'm not kidding you. Like I would carry her.
You can't clean childhood dirt, man. Childhood dirt is
true.
You can't get that back.
And the thing about this, her clothes don't come off. It's like her arms and like all of her limbs are sewn into this big cloth body that you can squeeze. But yeah, she's creepy, but I love her.
Hey, you know what? It's all about that special childhood patina, man.
I played with these toys up until I was like 7 or 8.
I can't judge off of the fact of a dirty doll.
That's right.
Because my next toy is pretty filthy too, and it's got a lot of childhood patina as well. Does that noise sound familiar to anybody? The Technodrome! Look at this thing, guys. This thing is beat up. I'm missing doors. I'm missing everything in this. But this thing, this was my go-to. If I was sent to like my grandma's house and I didn't want to, if I was in a house that I hated the people in and I was a kid and I could just shelter myself in a corner.
In the dome.
Hey, you all know what I'm talking about. You've all been there when you were a kid or whatever. You're like, your mom and dad's yelling at each other and you don't even want to be near them or just something like that. You have this. You have something like the Technodrome, and this is what I had. And yeah, I even have some old Ninja Turtles in it. This is one of my favorite Ninja Turtles of all time, which is the Samurai from Turtles 3 of Donatello. Donatello's my favorite turtle, if you guys don't know that yet. But yeah, I love this one because the skin was like rubber almost, and yeah, it was the best.
Oh yeah.
I loved it. It wasn't like the coolest looking one because honestly, the early 90s was so like, I don't want to say flamboyant, but it was just so different. Like colors were bright.
It was
like style was weird. Yeah, and because of that, we got cool things like this Donatello.
Look at that fashion.
Sewer Spikers Donatello, where you fill this with water. That's where his volleyballs. Yeah, you fill it with water, and then you squeeze it, and he spits the water out of his mouth. I mean, that's so cool. We don't have toys like that now.
Funny.
So yeah, I mean, that's it. I love this thing. This thing got me through so many days I hated, and I just love it, and the wheels are awful now, but this thing is one of the best toys, in my opinion, ever to be made. At least for 90s kids.
I agree. I think it's pretty cool. I never had one. I didn't even honestly know that they existed until we got that out of your parents' attic.
Well, now you know. Come on now. You played with turtles when you were a kid, right?
Yeah, but I never had that thing.
That's right. Guys, did you ever know my story? I might not have told you this, but...
Oh, God. Here we go.
Grab a Kleenex or something. You might need
Kleenex. Seriously.
Okay.
Y'all gonna need something.
Ninja Turtles. That's what got me into toys in general. Just in general, because that was before Power Rangers and everything. But I literally had almost every single Ninja Turtle that came out from 1991 to probably 1994. I had like all of them. I'm not kidding. I just had them in a bag. I got this big duffel bag. I'm serious. I'm not kidding you. Probably 200 turtles. I had the submarine. I had everything. Well, one fateful day when I was like 12 or 13 or something like that, I wasn't playing with toys anymore, obviously. My mom had a rummage sale. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I did. I don't know. But I had it in my closet, and it was just sitting there, and I thought, hey, one day I'm going to have those, and they're going to be awesome. My mother decides that some old lady comes up and says, hi there, I have a child, something, I don't know, she got some kids or something, I didn't give a crap. But my mom was like, oh, I have some Ninja Turtles I could sell you for $5. And I'm like, what? But I don't know how to, I guess I wasn't like old enough to be like, yo, woman, what are you doing? That's my turtles. So she just grabbed my duffel bag full of turtles and handed it over to this old lady that's like, thank you very much. I bet she just went home and was like, here you go, kiddos. And they just threw them all out. And all these weird kids were like, turtle, and like took a bite out of the head. I was, oh man. Yeah.
How does it make you feel to know that most of those are probably in the dump somewhere?
It hurts me bad, honestly, because
it hurts your heart.
It does, because they were a huge part of my life, you know, and now they're gone. So now at my adult age, that is what I go for now, is I try to find the ones that I like the most on card and collect those.
Well, the sad part is his poor mother never, ever gets this off. Like, he will come in all the time. No. Remember those turtles, Mom? Remember those turtles? We'll just be sitting there and be like, hey, you know what? Turtles.
I mean,
anytime it's like,
yeah. Oh, you got something to say? Turtles for $5.
That's right.
I mean, there were.
And then she's just like, I'm so sorry, son.
They have very rare stuff in there too. Like it sucked. So that's just my story. We're only on question 1. We haven't even gone farther than
I know. My God, this is gonna be a long
Let's
video.
Let's go. Okay. What is your favorite grown-up toy?
Well, my favorite.
That could be like different things.
Yeah.
Like, Not the lewd thing, obviously, but that could be different things. Are we talking about like electronic toy? Or are we talking about like collectible that's like only
Well, let's
for an
just
adult?
do both. My favorite electronic toy is my phone because I'm addicted to this game called Kleptocast. I love that game so much.
Mine is my Cintiq. Cause it's just a tablet you draw on.
And then my favorite statue is my Black Canary Oliver Queen statue where they're shooting. That's so pretty.
The one back there. I don't know if you guys can. Is that on camera? Move your head. There it is. Maybe. Can you see that? I can't tell.
That,
Wait, let me point it out. This one over here. Yes, I think you can see it back there. Maybe I don't. Whatever. My favorite collectible, I guess, is I don't know, man. That's hard to say.
Your giant loyal subjects Power Ranger?
My giant loyal subject Power Ranger I really like. I like some of my Power Ranger toys. I like some of my
What about your signed DVD set from Adam West?
Adam West. That's an adult. Well, it's not a toy though, I guess. I don't know, guys. It's hard. It's hard. I had this thing, this Batmobile that'll review soon. I don't know, guys. That's really hard for me.
So many to choose from.
That's really hard for me. I don't know, guys. Honestly, I don't know. I'll just say that the giant loyal subjects Power Ranger, if you guys didn't see that, we'll put the link down below for the video where we ended up getting that. It's a really cool video, and it was a cool story how I got it. So check that out. Number 3, do you unbox toys?
I unbox them and then put them right back in their packaging.
I mean, it depends what toy, right?
Yeah, I mean, it depends. If it's on, like, blister pack, I won't unbox
No. And you know what? It's not because, obviously you don't play with them. You know, that's kind of obvious. And I don't really even collect that many action figures. It has to have something to do with my childhood for me to want to collect the action figures, I guess.
That's true.
Because I'm not that into action figures as much as I am statues and, you know, pops and of course Ninja Turtle action figures because I was a kid and stuff like that. The thing is, though, I like artwork. And I think the box offers a lot to it. Not just the fact, maybe one day you decide you want something else, something comes along, you're like, I really want that, you have something to sell, so you can buy that or whatever, but I just like the artwork of it. I think it's just part of it. Especially Ninja Turtles on blister back. That's just, I love the look of it. Those colored bricks and everything, it just looks really nice. So the answer is no. If it's a statue, of course they come out of the box. If it needs something to be displayed, of course. But or if it's an action figure that needs to come out of the box because you can't see it.
Right.
But most of the time we keep it in the box just because we like it that way. Next question is, what superhero would you be and why?
Well, I have 2. I would be Wonder Woman because she's omnilinguistic and she can speak to anybody in any language. Cool. And learning languages, very, very difficult. I tried learning Korean. It's really hard. And
sneaker or whatever. I don't know. I'm horrible at Korean. I tried to go with you when you were doing it, and I just couldn't do it.
I know a few words. I'm not even conversational. I can just say a couple things. And then I would like to be Poison Ivy because let me tell you how awesome it would be to grow your own fruit and vegetables.
Right away.
I need spinach. Oh, yeah, here we go. I mean, all of that. That would be so fabulous. Really cool. That'd
be great, especially if like stuff hits the fan one day and you're like, oh man, things are going crap. I can just grow a watermelon and eat it or something.
That's true.
That would actually be a really good idea, honestly. I have multiple ones too because it's just too hard to pick. Yeah. And I bet you think I'm going to say Batman, but not even close.
Yeah, Batman's not really like, he's a superhero, but he doesn't have any superpowers.
That's right. Being rich isn't a superpower by any means. Might feel like it, but it's not.
Could be like a super villain.
Yeah. So my favorite Marvel character will be in here though. Wolverine, the healing factor. Yeah. I think the healing factor would be great because no matter what happens to you in life, you can just be like, boom, I'm healed really quick.
That's right.
That could be very valuable in a lot of situations. Now, it'd be better if you could, you know, kind of project that on other people that you know, too, to heal them.
Well, what about Deadpool?
But you have to be ugly then. You have to be like all like face all burnt.
Is Deadpool all that ugly? I mean, lots of
Well, maybe not Ryan Reynolds, but I'm talking about...
Ryan Reynolds, come on now.
You gotta walk around with a face that looks like the moon. I don't want to do that.
Or an avocado.
Or an avocado. I don't know about that one.
It was such a good scene.
Anyways, also Nightcrawler, sticking with the X-Men, I'm going to say. Yeah. I think just teleporting places would be really awesome. Cool. You know, you're going to be like, you know what, I feel like going to London. I feel like going to New York. I feel like going to wherever. That'd be pretty sick. Screw planes, you can just teleport. And then finally, maybe the one that I would want the most, memory manipulation with Professor X.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, so obviously it'd be cool to be like saying, hey, I took your... When I was a kid or something, I could like take my sister's food and eat it and be like, I didn't eat your food.
Aw, like, your poor sister.
They just do things like that, you know. You rob a bank and be like, there was no money in there. What are you talking about?
So you would be a bad guy.
Maybe.
Sure.
Who knows? I mean, maybe who knows? But it'd be cool to have that power, you know. Just
it would
like,
be cool.
Be sick. I love it. That'd be a good power. I think it'd be a really good power. All right, and finally, PlayStation, Xbox, or Nintendo. The question of all questions on the internet. The flame war begins. Master Race, PC, and all that crap. You know how it is. I know you've seen them in the comments. Everybody hates each other. If you say PlayStation, Xbox hates you. If you say Xbox, PlayStation hates you.
So
If you say PC Master Race, then nobody likes you. That's just how it is. But for me personally, I would say PlayStation for me. Just because
I could see that.
Okay, so Nintendo we had, but it wasn't. Or we got them like secondhand, like when we were young, because it was before our time. But PlayStation was like the first console that came out. I remember when I was a kid that my parents bought me, and then like from like Crash Bandicoot and Uncharted and just all those PlayStation only games. I really enjoyed, and I really just enjoyed PlayStation. Now, right now, I'm not gonna. PlayStation 4, in my opinion, sounded great when it came out. Sounded amazing, and it is, a lot of it's really good. Problem is, they did not deliver on a lot of the things they said. And not only that, Xbox, I don't usually like Xbox that much in general, just because I bought the original Xbox, and I had Red Ring of Death 3 times, and I was like, I'm done with Xbox. But the PlayStation 4 is behind the Xbox, in my opinion, obviously not graphically or whatever, which it will be soon. It's that backwards compatibility, being able to put
That's such a huge thing. Come on.
What are you thinking, PlayStation?
Right.
You need to figure that out, okay? They've got it going on. Like Red Dead, you can play Red Dead again there. Yeah, they got it going on.
Yeah.
You need to get your stuff together.
You need to get it together.
Okay, so what's yours?
I am an original NES girl. I spent hours upon hours. Well, Super Nintendo too.
Yes.
But I spent so much time of my life playing the game.
You're good at it too.
Man, don't touch me, Mario.
I suck.
Will whoop you.
I suck at quick actions. Like, I'm terrible at quick actions. Like, if I have to jump, I get nervous. I'm like, no, they fell.
Man.
But man, she'd be like, boop, 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 jump, jump, jump. And I'm like, I give
Got
up.
it.
I give up.
You realize, though, I had 15 cousins growing up. I have a lot more now. But growing up, there were a bunch of us, and most of them were boys. So I
So
had
you
to
were
fight
hustling
these
them.
guys. Yeah.
Like, give me your Skittles, and I'll beat you in Mario.
Oh my gosh, it was awesome. And we played so many different side-scrollers that I love side-scroller games more so than any game out there.
I'm with you. I'm with you there. One thing about Nintendo, they're really good with co-op.
Yeah.
You know, I really like how they had a lot of co-op. That's something we're losing now. They think that everybody just plays online and they have no friends that come over. Bothersome.
Yeah.
But that's a whole different story. I don't want to get into like video game talk right now. But yeah, Nintendo I did love. I love Nintendo. Like I said, we both come from the same era. We grew up kind of poor, so we had that Nintendo later on.
Oh yeah, there were, like I said, 15 cousins, and we had one Nintendo.
Yeah.
So it was like, all right, you won, you get to keep playing. The loser has to keep swapping out. So I had to get good to keep playing.
yeah. Whoever wins, you get
like take down
next.
the winner. That's right.
That's right. Okay, I got it. Yeah, I played like Duck Hunt when I was young. That's what I really enjoyed.
Well, we played that like crazy. We'd be like, all right, get the ducks.
Now let's not forget though Game Boy. Because Game Boy was like the face of video games for me when I was a kid.
I saw a funny meme the other day. It's like, today's kids will never know the struggle of playing the original Game Boy, driving down the road in the dark. You're like, there's light. And it's dark.
Zoom.
That's right.
Zoom. You just don't understand the struggle, Pokemon.
That's right.
Pokemon Go fans, you don't understand
You
the
don't
struggle.
get it.
Alright guys, so that was the 5 for 5. Generally and typically, we have to now tag 5 people. But there's been, like, most of the people that we know now, or they've already done it or whatever, so it's just too hard for us to go through and find people that don't. So what I want to do is we'll just tag every single person that watches this video.
Yeah.
It's a tag to you to make this video if you have a YouTube channel. Tag it and say, hey, these are my 5 for 5s. Alright guys, so once again, thank you so much for the tags,
Thanks,
and
guys.
we will see you guys next time.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.